Hey guys, welcome back. Gal Pal Nails, it's Jen here. I am going to do a video today on some nail stamping over dip powder. So in this video, this is what I wore for Halloween, and it is a pretty easy process if you have all the right tools to do your stamping. So I am just about out of my base, so I went ahead and just put the remainder of it in that little dish and used the very last bit. I like to use every little last bit. It's really hard to get in there with the brush in the original container. So if you just dip it into something like a little piece of a plate or a container that you can throw out, definitely do that so you don't waste any of your base. So I'm doing a pretty straightforward dip here. I'm not going to have you guys watch the whole process. It's pretty redundant, but for the stamping, when I get into that, I'm going to go ahead and start that from the gel top coat on. So previous to that, which I don't have everything recorded here only because I did a mani, I finished it completely. I had a little bit of an ombre on the middle two nails and maybe on my thumb or something like that. And I didn't really like it. It was pretty boring and it didn't seem exciting enough for Halloween, so I redid it. So I basically kind of cut that all out of the video. But in order to get ready for stamping, you're going to want to dip as usual. You're going to want to activate, buff, wash your hands, get your gel top coat on, and then start from there. So that's where I'm starting from here. So I went ahead, I took off the glitter that I had on my nails there because I didn't like it, and I will put my gel top coat on. So the other nails, my pinky and my pointer, that's my gel from days ago. So you don't have to reapply a gel top coat fresh. You can just use whatever you had on. The regular polish will stick to that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my gel top coat on all the fingers that I didn't have it on and I cured for 60 seconds. And for stamping, you're going to need, of course, your stamping plate. You're going to need your jelly stamper, a card, some acetone, and a little bit of a paper towel to wipe your card on, your stamping polish, and a cotton ball with acetone to clean off your plate. You're going to have to clean off your plate in between every single stamp, and you're going to have to clean off your jelly stamper after every single stamp as well. So they do make stamping polishes. They're great. They're much more pigmented. I would recommend those if you can get your hands on some. I don't have black in stamping polish. I only had some lighter kind of like spring colors, so I used this Sally Hansen quick dry, and the quick dry seems to be a little thicker, and it definitely holds up to stamping. Some of your regular polishes just they're not pigmented enough, so it's not going to really look and have the depth that you want it. So after you go ahead and pick up your image, you roll it onto your finger. You're going to want to clean up around your finger and clean off all the excess polish on there, and then clean off your stamp. Of course, you can use liquid latex around your fingernail if you want to. I have some. For me, it really only takes a second to clean off the polish, so I didn't really feel like it was worth it to do the liquid latex around my finger. So go figure, but you definitely can. And the nice thing about using these clear jelly stampers is you can see the image that you're putting onto your finger before you put it on. So if it's one that needs really specific placement, the clear jelly stampers are nice for that. So after I go ahead and clean up all around my edges, you got to let that dry for a little bit, or else you will smear your image. Even though this is quick dry, you still have to let it dry a little bit. So I will go ahead and I will put my gel top coat on top of my stamping and cure for 60 seconds, just as I always would. And I actually like the design so much that I did it on all of my fingers. So you guys will see the finished mani after I do that. But I thought this looked nice for Halloween. You know, again, I'm not a big orange and black and dark color fan, so I figured this was kind of like my best take on Halloween. So I really liked it and I wore it all through Halloween. But then, of course, November 1st came, took it right off. So that is the finished product, and if you guys like it, go ahead, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and I will put all the details of what I used in the comments below.